So that sound is my other phone, my main phone. This phone I'm using right now is my mom's phone. And this sound means that I gotta go. That means at 3:16 every day, for the most part, 3:16 is a very, very special number. I have to go. I have to go to work. But guess what? Not this week, because I am off on vacation. I worked a couple days on my vacation, get a little extra cheddar, pay some bills, and to, of course, buy some fun stuff like animatronics, which we did. We did grab a couple on sale items. It's always good to get them when they're on sale. It's the best way to shop. But today, from now until 8 o'clock, Jonathan and I are going to be crushing this haunt and getting it all set up once again. Since the nor'easter, we had a lot to do, but I think we made the right choice by putting him inside. In fact, I know I did. I know we did. And it was like a no-brainer when both Jonathan and I were talking about it. And when the storms were predicted to have 66 mile an hour wind gusts. Now, there is no storm today. There's nothing going on, right? And we set up the Tower and Reaper before, right? Jonathan had lunch. Jonathan, be careful on the ladder, okay, bud? We found the ladder too. It was in Karen's garage. We share our tools with Karen and ladders and stuff because she always lets us use her garage. All right, he's going on top. That means I have to help him. This is called daddy instinct and senses. I'm gonna stay with you until, okay? So Jonathan right now is doing
He's backwards.
Dr. Payne. Yeah, I know, what's going on? His feet are backwards?
No, he's backwards.
Meaning what?
Meaning you have to turn him around backwards.
Turn the whole base around?
Yeah.
Okay, give me this. Come down, nice and easy. See, Jonathan is learning how to go up the ladder. And you always gotta be careful. Dude, try your sneakers. You get caught on the ladder with your sneakers undone, you're done. Dr. Payne is one of the coolest animatronics too. I don't even know what I was talking about before, so we're just gonna continue and go. Anyway, we did make a decision to take down pretty much every animatronic we had. Both of us together really didn't even think about it. We just said, yeah, we gotta take them down. And then John was like, let's just put them all away. And what we did, we bombed the garage was already bombed out, but we bombed the shed. The shed of doom is back. Okay, so you can see all the animatronics in there, still waiting to come out, which we're doing today. And then my neighbor's garage, which I'll show you right now. You ever see this before on Henry Hustle? I never noticed it until just now. He's got spades, the black spade on his boots. Isn't that cool? I mean, he has spades on his shorts. I mean, his pants, right? That's a spade. Does he have spades in his cards? Let's see. No, he has a joker. All jokers. That means he won. And you can see our old sticker with a rendition of Gordo. And there's Vanessa's SHV Kinga, who many of you have subscribed to, by the way. And she really appreciates that. All right, so right now we're in the midst of doing everything, and the wind is blowing. So John right now is going to do Dr. Payne, and I'm going to assist. But then while he's doing certain things, I'm going to do certain things, and then we're going to put up our big boys. You know what I was considering doing? Lifting up the shed and putting it on top of that, which I really could do if I really wanted to, but that would take a lot of torque in the right angle and stuff. And a lot of weight in there, so I'm not gonna do it. But what we are doing to Dr. Payne is strapping him to the shed. The only thing about it, it lifts the front up, but it's very important to do this. Should I do it right now? Because look, it lifts it up. It's the only thing that's bad about it, but he ain't going nowhere. Unless we do it from the bottom, like this. Maybe do it over here, look. Well, no, it'll still pick it up. Yeah, see, the wind is 100% our enemy when it comes to animatronics. And all these skinny guys, the big boys, have to be strapped to wherever we put them in front of. Like Cackles is not going to be left out in like just wide open space because he will get blown down. If it comes to it, possibly on Halloween, we might, when we open this thing up and get rid of all the stuff and clutter, maybe we'll replace a lot of the animatronics and see which way they look best. But until then, we are just really pretty much setting them up the way we think is best. Like Henry Hustle's base is so skinny, and we gave him another base, and we screwed that base into that base, which is not even screwed into it. It has to be screwed into it. He will not make it. He will not make it outside with any kind of wind. He will go down, and then Henry Hustle's done. I'm gonna see how to put this in. Let me press pause, guys. But we are on the path right now and to reset up our haunt. And we have a few more animatronics right now that we just got. Who did we just get?
Tiffany.
No, we got Tiffany because our other Tiffany broke, so we're exchanging Tiffany. But who did we get that's really cool?
The alien.
The Sam's Club alien. The alien, I think it's the alien admiral. But what about the other one? The huge box that's in the shed. Who did we get? Jonathan doesn't want to be on camera, so I'm not going to break his chops. So Jonathan got his galley crow, who was right there. And this we're going to put up as soon as we unload everything out and get everything out of the way and get everything set up again. Then galley crow is going to be set up. And galley crow will take the place of who?
Mummy.
The mummy. The mummy that I broke thanks to a rose bush that his tether got caught on, and then he cracked in half, which really stunk. So, to my brother. All right, so we're gonna get cracking here. I'll press pause, help Jonathan, and I'm gonna go do my thing. He's gonna do his. Yo, you're strapped. But today should be a very productive day, so here we go. All right, so in the midst of lifting this guy up, Jonathan says to connect a couple more pieces. I just want to show you our workbench, my Mustang. So I had to when I went to Lowe's today, I didn't buy any animatronics. I had to buy actual parts and hardware. So these things right here are going to fasten our Rock and Reapers to the pallets, which is very important right now. And I don't know if anyone went down. Right now they're all hanging on with rocks, with cobblestones like this, because they were just staged. But there's home plate right there. Safe at home. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So Dr. Payne's a stilt walker, right? As they call him? A fire eater, right? Fire eater, stilt walker. Anybody remember Spirit Halloween last year at Flagship when they had the stilt walker, but he wasn't breathing fire, he was just walking around with stilts. It was like 100 degrees out and he was like melting. That was one of the guys I remember seeing. Cool dude. All right, so Jonathan dude is using his phone and camera. And I guess take care of the box a little bit because we're gonna just take the box back and use it like that to return it. Jonathan's redoing a unboxing video of Tiffany Valentine because the other Tiffany Valentine's arm cracked off. And I'm not gonna deal with that. So get a fresh start on Tiff with her tattoos, her tattoo part on her boob. Very realistic animatronic, very cool. One of the ones I really wanted to get this year to compliment John. Watch the camera. All right. Look how cool those swings look, right? So natural, so like real on their own. Very cool. We got definitely work to do on this Costco Reaper. His like, I don't know what you call this thing, but this thing cracked off. This was like his only support right here, which is broken in half. Yeah, so exactly. He's really awesome though. We just have to reinforce him with more poles, which we have, which we're going to get to. But one thing at a time, actually 10 things at a time. If you do one thing at a time, then you're not going to get done. So we have to do as much as possible at a time. And we got some black tablecloth for the stage. So once we secure all the rockers with these things, with these, like I showed you before, right? Put them on the animatronic and put it to the ground, put it to the wood and boom, secure. These sandbags, they're very special. The sand in there is from Belmar Beach, but the sandbags aren't going to do anything. It's like an indoor thing. It was very cute that Jonathan one day when we went to the beach, his priority was to fill these sandbags with sand and bring it back from Mr. Dark. And he had it in his room like the whole year with the sandbags. And you know, you have the little clips on the base of Mr. Dark, right? Those little hooks. So he put them, you know, he did it. He followed the directions. He just did it. It was just really, very nice, very like caring, if you know what I'm talking about. All right, Spaz Dad. I guess my brain is still asleep. So I'm screwing in these things, right? And then I'm like, I have washers that can go right into the hole like this. Look how much better it is. We'll save these for when we need to. Like put the washer right there, right? And then put the screw over and it's done. That's it, secure. Way more secure than these. Out of the way. Out of the way. Okay, so we'll use these when we have to do like that, when there's no hole. All right, so you got one there for yourself. There you go. All right, and then we'll use these brackets. They're like pipe brackets that you hang when you run lengths of pipe. God bless you. You strap them. They're like pipe straps almost, but they're not straps. I guess they could be called straps. What are they called? Yeah, tube strap. So then you have the other ones where there's like a roll strap. You cut it. Here, I got over here. Boom. Yeah, that's definitely way better, way stronger. And then we'll save these for when there's no holes. We really don't even have to do in the middle. Each corner, I think, is way more than enough. Good. Whenever you hear that squeak sound, doing good.
I'm amazed. It's beautiful.
Thank you. All right, so this will definitely prevent them from getting blown down, without a doubt. The only thing is maybe we have to screw two pallets together if we really needed to, but I don't think that's gonna come to that. But I like the way this guy hangs off. He's like, his guitar handle is like right at the top, right? And it hangs over a little bit, just enough, and like nobody's really gonna go that close. So it's kind of cool. It's gonna really give a good effect. And then the stop sign doesn't block them either, so that's great. All right, so the drum is going right there. Unless we get the DJ, and then I don't know, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, the DJ should go right there, but it should like be.
Let me ask you this one, just because we have to make this decision right now. I'm getting two more pallets. Actually, I'm gonna get more pallets for when we do the back, what you call it. We'll make, instead of using cardboard, we'll use pallets to block off the fire pit. Okay?
Okay, but would it be ideal to buy tablecloth?
Watch, dude, we have tablecloth. Vanessa bought it.
Oh, you did? Alright.
Yeah, we'll staple it down once you guys are in.
I'll just get it in now. I'll get it right now.
We have to get them up first. When we get them up, then we do the tablecloth over, then you can't see the posts. All right, hold on. Let's just hold on. We have to just make sure it's good. All right, wait, we have to make a decision on this. Look at me. Two more pallets are going right there. So he should go behind and then he should go in front because he'll get covered. This guitar guy should go back there. And then the pumpkin guy should go right here because he'll get blocked because he's shorter. Get him.
Take care.
I'm gonna sing this song for you. Dun, 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 dun. Rocky. I do that every day when I work. I run through the streets, but watch.
I didn't see it.
What's up, my brother? All right, take all this stuff off. See, we can't leave animatronics up like this because the wind will take it right down. So. Oh, hold on, it's not set up yet. Hold on. You have to put your hand on it. I have to like look at it. Just put your hand on the bottom of it. Just wait a second. All right, he has to come more to the edge. Like this way. Like that maybe. We have to make sure he has a good spot over here too. I'm gonna press pause. I just text one of my friends that actually finds pallets and sells them, and he's like a pallet man, Dennis. And last year I met him. Like I was driving in the streets. I was like, what do I do with all these pallets? I just throw them in the garbage. I was like, I have like 30 pallets. I was like, can I sell them? I was like, get a little money for them. And I saw him. He's like a whole pickup truck, and he has, you know this? And he has his whole truck full of pallets. I saw him when I was driving. I'm like, dude, I got like 30 pallets. He goes, what? I was like, just follow me. Just follow me. They're all yours. All right, hold on. So anyway, long story short, too late. He came, he was like, all right, I'll take them, right? I helped him load them up on his truck. And I was like, what do you do with these things? He goes, I sell them. I get $1 a pallet, which I don't believe. I think he gets a couple of dollars more, maybe $5 for them. But he literally, he has his truck like super bombed with pallets. So anyway, I texted him this year. I'm like, do you have any pallets, that I could borrow until after Halloween? I said, you just drop them off here, and after Halloween, you could take them all. Because I already have like 14 of them. He goes, yeah, no problem. He comes on his own. He drops off, no joke, 20 pallets. How about that, right? So I just texted him again. I'm like, do you have any more pallets you could just, let me borrow? Because what's probably best for him is he just stacks his truck, and then he'll just keep getting them. And it's like almost like I'm holding them for him. And then whenever he, when after the season, when we're not going to use this stage anymore, he'll just come and grab them, and then I'll help him load them up, and they're his. Whatever he makes for him, he makes for him. And I'll keep grabbing pallets too as I drive the streets of Staten Island, just to help him, hook him up a little bit. Here you go, kid. Another one. Good job. See, this is very, very important for this corner right here because the wind really, really gusts. And as you know, we took down all our animatronics because of the wind gusts. John then said he fixed the head of, what's her name? Can I move her or is she gonna crack?
No.
Yeah, I already started moving her. Yeah, we gotta move these guys back too. So I'm gonna do that now. The only thing that stinks is there's like a little bit of a hill there, like a pitch. And that's gonna make it, he's gonna make them on a tilt. I mean, maybe I could put like a piece of 2x4 or something small underneath, which I might do. But you can see how it's bouncing around. He's not in yet, but he has to definitely get put in soon. Or he's gonna go down because the wind is blowing. Does not stop. And everybody is not 100% in yet. We're still like placing them. I just want to make sure that like they're more or less spaced apart, like the same, so it doesn't look like they're too bunched up on each other. We still have to bring out Leatherface, and we still have to bring out Pennywise and Georgie. But we're getting there, doing more. A lot more animatronics gotta get put out today. But we gotta secure these ones first, because if we don't secure these, they're gonna go down. And then when the guy drops off more pallets, I'll just move this with the pumpkin reaper, I guess we call him. Jackal Reaper. It could be like Lewis the punk rocker. He's really cool. He's like one of Vanessa's favorite too. I would say he glows in the black light, right? I think so, right? Yeah, it's really starting to come together. All right, here we go. Guitar Rock and Reaper, pretty much reinforced into the pallet. Wind is blowing relentlessly. This guy has 4 on each side, which is good. With his orange feet, see? This guy feels really strong. Can we give him one more? You know what, I would give him one more right here. Right there. And use this one, open it up like. All right? Right over that, right there. All right, next one is gonna be the drummer. The only thing with the drummer is I think he has posts too. Yeah, I think the singer's just gonna go right in the middle for now. Unless we get the DJ and put the DJ up there. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll keep the drummer there and the DJ will go up there and just leave him for there for now and just move on. That's what I think we're gonna do. Because we're looking to get the DJ. Hit that one again, this side. Good. How's that feel now? Better. Much better. All right. Stage is looking good. I know the DJ should, I don't know. I mean, the DJ, I guess, the DJ can go on the bottom then, right? For anything? Either or. I guess, you know what we'll do? We'll just put the drummer up there. And if we get the DJ, then we'll put him down there. That'll just be it. This way, at least he's like reinforced on the stage. And that's the end of that. Look at this wind, man. This is a regular day here. And this is what I've been talking about the whole time. What makes me not put these things up? It makes me wait a lot because of the wind. They're rocking away. Look at, do you see how Emily is rocking? She's like a skeleton. She's like a bone. If she gets one gust, snapping right in half. Look at her. And she's bending a lot too. It's not good. The perils of the haunt. The perils of the haunt. All right, I'm gonna start bringing some other guys out from John. They gotta put them. Why don't you move? What's the name? What's the name again? Jonathan. The Monica. Who plays the harmonica? No, don't put it there because put it in where the zero would go because we're gonna put the galley crow there. Just get her out of the way for now. Like put her in the grass. One of the little things that I have to get that I didn't know the name of, and I was asking for the wrong piece, is the eye hooks. And they're not eye hooks, they're called grommets. Like shower curtain grommets that you can put through material, right? And you poke them through and then you push them through and then you have a hole. And then it doesn't rip through the material like that. See that thing behind this phone doesn't want to focus? Focus, Daniel, son. Anyway, that's just something silly, but that'll keep this thing from ripping apart. And just put like a couple of them here and there so when the wind blows, it doesn't tatter. And then that's the end of it, so. All right, we're moving on. Who'd you bring out? Just bring anybody out from Karen's that you can carry. Bring anyone, not a big one, just a good one. Yeah. All right, everybody. So we're continuing here with the haunt. John, don't use that. Just anyone you can carry. It's gonna fall off in the wind. You know what I'm saying? Little by little, but a lot by a lot, we're gonna take out more and more. But the wind keeps blowing, which really, it's annoying. You know, it's like we don't want anybody to go down while we're setting them up. So I'm trying to think which ones to set up again. I think what we'll do next is we're gonna set up the pumpkin creep, but then it's blowing, man. It's really, really bad. What we did just now was reinforced all the reapers. That worked out really good because it had like little circle hooks. This one is perfect, nice and secure. This one we just did. This one needed a lot more. The base is very skinny, like only has 2 poles, right? So we added one more, but we have to reinforce that one for this guy. But he's awesome, man. All these guys are awesome. Honestly, these are my favorites. Anyone ever asked me who's my favorite? These guys are my favorites. I would like to get the axe grinder from Techie, but he's just so much money, man. I think they're asking $600 for him, $598 from Techie.com. It's just like so much money. And then actually, there's a violin one, the violin from Sam's Club, who went on sale. It was pretty cool. I mean, it's like overload. You know, it's a little too many. I mean, I don't know how many guitar guys we need. The axe guy would be the last one. I mean, I really can't get any more guitar guys. That'd be 4, right? One's a bass, or 2's a bassist, and the other one's a guitar, right? Maybe one's a banjo. It's like overkill, right? But the DJ we want to get, and then maybe the keyboard guy. That's the whole band, right? But that's where we're at right now, and we're just gonna keep bringing more out. Let me just show you this one too. This is really cool, and I gotta definitely reinforce him. Oogie Boogie. So Jonathan extended him, made him probably almost like a good close to 2 feet higher, I would say. So now he looks like he's floating. The only thing I have to do for sure, which probably right now, is to screw into the wall and give him a rubber strap. Otherwise, he's gonna get blown apart. And you can see how he's blowing around. But the good thing about him is he's against the wall. That is huge, huge. I do want to strap Jack to the wall too. because like you can see the wind. It's so relentless here. I'm telling you. Every time I do videos, I explain to you, like, you know, I hold back from putting these up earlier because of the elements, and then the biggest killer is the wind. You know, Tiffany has a bag over her head. Don't ask me why. Chandler's trying to be funny. Let's get that off. Trying to suffocate Tiffany here, even though she's already dead, right? Actually, she's not dead. She's undead. She's like she's a zombie, right? Or a possessed demon, whatever she is. She looks great. With her bomber, her black fingernails, finger paint, right? This guy, we have to definitely brush his hair better, right? Chucky. Vanessa used to have nightmares about Chucky when she was a baby. When she was younger. Now she's like over it, obviously. But it's funny, like some of these horror animatronics terrorized us when we were kids. When I saw this when I was a kid, when I was Jonathan's age, it was a scary movie, man. I'd never expected it to be so scary and so violent, and it was. All right, we'll get to it. This guy, good thing he has a hook behind him, otherwise he would get blown down. And good thing he is in front of a pole. That definitely helps. Oh, Mr. Dark, you brought him out? That's risky, man. I would put him against the wall then, because then he won't get blown away. Pick him up and put him right against the wall. Here you can see our mummy in pieces. It's like a half a mummy. It almost looks like that animatronic that rolls back and forth from Home Depot, right? Like a half a skeleton. You can see what damage was done to this guy. That has to probably be up like that, right? That's actually not a bad weld. If that's it, that's nothing. I could just weld that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna take you to my mechanic and make it even stronger. So, but not yet. Way more to do. We have to find the arm of the ghost, and then the towering ghost goes back up. That's a big deal. So I'm gonna try to find that now and continue on. All right, everybody. Full force. Haunting hardcore. All right, everybody. Progress. We found the ghost's other arm, and the ghost is going up. The ghost of Tom Joad is going up right now. Right now. The only thing that happened, Jonathan just like fell off the ladder, like this little ladder, but he lost his balance or something like that. I don't know what happened. He didn't get hurt. Too bad, I don't think. He doesn't want to tell me. I'm a little embarrassed, but that sucks. But I think he's all right. He's tough. I told him, I said, when you want a ladder, you gotta make sure your shoes are tied. You gotta make sure the bottom of the ladder is secure enough. Right? That's the most important thing. All right, so Cthulhu's wings we found too. They were in Karen's garage. I think I have to bend the wing a little bit. Let's see. It's all right. We'll like do all that touch-up stuff once everybody's up. Once everybody's out of Karen's garage. I'll show you the garage right now. As I do the horror walk. All the horror villains are back. Tiffany's back. New and improved Tiffany. All of them back. Well, we gotta definitely reinforce them into the ground. Victor wants to propose to anybody. This horn probably has to go back. I guess this guy doesn't care about any of his neighbors. Not even a hello. Let's see. How's that horn? See how the horn sticks out a little bit? Someone's gonna like smash it, and then that's gonna be in the horn's arm. The only thing why we can't go back so far is because the land, the grass over there is like very uneven. So I'd have to like build it up with dirt and stuff to make it go back more. But right now everything is pretty much just more or less staged until we start really reinforce everything. John and I decided to do this with Georgie and Pennywise. I think it's a good idea. John said he has an idea for the sewer grabber, so we'll see how it goes. But I think right there for Georgie is perfect because of the sewer, right? That's nuts. We got that sewer mat that looks like it's Pennywise come out of the sewer, so we'll put that down there when I guess when that time comes. Not yet. All right, we're getting there. A lot of reinforcing today too. The stage Jonathan reinforced every single one of them so far. Keeping the drummer down here for now, because I think we're gonna get the DJ. I just feel it in my bones, because I used to be a DJ. And we'll go with the flow and everything else. But I think that looks pretty cool. The singer, I think, is gonna go there, who is Ozzy. And the main reason why is because he has the pole, that stop sign, and that's gonna be huge for him to have as reinforcement on his arm. Because then we just tie him with like a couple pieces of wire right here in his pole. There's a pole right there, right? It's tied to that, and that helps out a lot. Costco Reaper over here, who sounds like he's from England. We just screwed right into the pallet with a washer and a good wood screw. That's definitely strong enough. It's not going anywhere. The only thing is that the pallet might lift a little bit, like it's lifting. I mean, it's pretty heavy. It's like, what is it, 40-pound pallet, maybe 50 pounds. I'm not too sure. But I can always screw the pallet into the other pallet, and then it's not gonna go nowhere if I really feel like doing that. Who else did we do today so far? Feels like we didn't get nothing accomplished, but we did. I think I put him out yesterday. Jonathan grabbed the skelly dog today. This is just where they're staged. They're not 100% going there. We'll see how we put the dog and Grim. But as you can see, this is like the skeleton area, the Reaper area. The wind has not stopped either all day. It's just blowing and blowing and blowing. It's very, very, very frustrating. But that's just the way it is. Anybody out there that wants Zero, it's on sale on I believe it's on sale from Home Depot. And I think it's either $99 or $119, and it used to be $199. So now's the time to buy it. We just got a couple deliveries today. I'll show you them in a second. Let me just walk this way. Walk this way. Oh, Twisted Teen is back too. She's so small, and she has such a cool feature. It's like sick. Her dress is beautiful, man. Very creepy beautiful. And these girls are swinging awesome. They look really cool the way they are. Just gotta just reinforce a little bit. Jonathan's taking a break. Well-deserved break. Oh, because of this thing, that's why. Yeah. That's why it's off. Okay. Little by little, we're taking everybody out of Karen's. And I actually got to put a couple bricks under the collector right there, who's backwards. And the reason why he's facing the wall is not because he's punished or because he's Josh from the Blair Witch Project. It's because he bends so far forward that right now he will get destroyed. So we're just going to bunch them up, and we're going to brick them up at the bottom. And then I think tomorrow will be a better day to really set these guys up, because today the wind is crazy. John did put together the Dr. Payne, who looks, he's actually one of my favorites, man. He's definitely one of my favorites. The only thing now I gotta watch out for is this door, which I did not realize is how close it is to his arm. So that's gonna be something to deal with. There's my coffee there waiting for me to drink some more. Cackle's holding up really good, thank you, with his drooling black blood and his handcuff that we have to put back up to his arm. Which is no problem. These guys are holding up, thank God. Thank God, it's like such a big deal. But the KGN stilts, right? Stilts with the bowling pins. And clowning around is also hanging good. We don't have anybody's gimmicks up, like the bird cage or the cage with the girl, and then the other two he's holding, and the two scoops ice cream girl, because it's just not gonna happen today. This Tiffany's going back to Home Depot. Hoping I get the full price for her. I gotta just get my receipt, which I can't find, but I'm gonna call up and try to find out when I paid for it, and see if they give me the full discount. I think John was trying to fix this. I guess he was. Anybody want some water? The only thing we haven't gotten to really much yet is the pumpkin patch. Haunted Harvest of Pumpkin Patch. It's the haunted pumpkin patch. But this will really just take us just to do it, and it'll be up like pretty much 1, 2, 3. You know, it's just standing everybody up. I really don't want to because of the wind, and in this area, there isn't a house behind the top. You know, you got the fence, it's great, but you know, the top part of each animatronic of the 12 footers, the Inferno, pumpkin skeleton, 12-foot scarecrow from Lowe's, and then and towering pumpkin creep. You know, they're gonna be like in harm's way for the rest of this night, and it's really getting it's getting like very windy. So put these guys up though. That's one thing we got to today, and they're all strapped in the back, so they're not going nowhere. These rubber straps that I get from work, really helpful. Some actually sanitation worker developed them, thought of them from using spare tires, and they're used like daily. They're really good, really good straps. Very handy. You can see how the fade of the sun on one side to the other is so different. And I guess, you know, if we ever get to it, we'll paint them, we'll touch them up. But I can't see that happening. There's just so much to constantly do. It's like, how do you upkeep certain things? And he actually fell when I was taking him down because I was so exhausted, and I was holding him awkwardly. And then because of the way I was holding him, it was similar to like, I guess, the mummy. The position I had was just the wrong position, and it just wasn't happening. So I don't know who's laying down back there. It looks like it's, I don't know who that is. I'm afraid to even look. He might be soaking wet inside and ruined. Yeah, we ran out of gas, honestly, when it was time to take everything down. But we'll get into it. Like, we're right there. We'll assess any damage, if there is any damage. We'll assess it, and we'll try to figure it out and fix it and continue on. You want to see reality? I got to do this too. So Jonathan and I are aspiring mechanics. I know a little bit of this and that, but not enough. But little by little, I got to take out this antifreeze reservoir and put a new one in because this cracked and it's leaking a lot. So that's just something I have to do. I have it already, all the pieces and stuff, and I have the part. I had to buy the part too. Part wasn't that much money, $50 shipped and everything like that. And then while I'm doing that, I'm gonna change this filter too because it's kind of shot and it's very dirty. So I mean, in order to get to that, I have to take out certain pieces. So it may as well take this out too, and then change that, and you know, take care of two things at one time. Which is the filter doesn't cost that much either. It's maybe a $40 or $50 filter, I think. So that'll be done for the winter. Get the hardcore munch truck up and going again. Tomorrow, compost is coming, garbage compost pickup, and I'm like, should I keep a couple of these bags? But my landscape always drops off bags to me because I always tell them we need them. So I'll just leave it up to the sanitation guards if they take them, and then they're gone. If they don't take them, then they will be spread out in the haunted pumpkin patch. We still have not found the immortal werewolf's clothes, but this is also what we did today, I think. I think we did him today. Did we? Or yesterday? I don't remember. No, yesterday we did him before work. We put him up, we put up Wendigo, and we put up Mega Wolf yesterday. Yeah. And then today we did all these guys. Look at this beautiful green leaf. Leaf Erickson. All right, that's the update. John is taking a break right now, and then we're gonna put up the ghost, and I don't know what else we're gonna do. I'm gonna go see Tron tonight. Tron Ares. Let me shut this light off. Hold on. All right, you can see me now. I'm gonna go see Tron Ares tonight. That's something that means a lot to me because I'm an 80s guy, and the movie Tron in the 80s was like really incredible. But then when they came out with Tron Legacy in 2010 or 11, it was when Tabby was born. When I saw that movie, man, oh my God, that movie was incredible. Off the wall, off the rack. One of my favorite movies of all time. And I used to love playing the Tron video game, Tron arcade game, when I was a kid, the real one. And they've actually re-released it on a 1-up. And they have both versions of regular Tron and then Discatron. It's just for me, it's such a flashback. So going to see this Tron Ares right now tonight, it's red. It's a red version. I don't know what that means because Tron Legacy was blue, right? And the red guys were bad, And what other color was in it? That was like a color. I don't know if it was yellow. I forget. Maybe orange. But Sark, if you know anything about Tron, Sark was the bad guy, right? Sark was the leader of the I forget what they're called. But tonight, this movie that we're going to see, we're going to see in IMAX. Vanessa and I'm just like, wait, I can't wait. It's going to be off the rack. And we do actually own. I own the Tron pinball machine, which is incredible. It's like you're in a movie when you play this game. And it's a pinball machine that I don't want to ever get rid of and sell because it's just so hard to get. And the one we have is worth, what it's worth. But the meaning behind it means more than anything. So that's just one of the reasons why. I probably would never be able to buy another Tron pinball machine for as long as they live unless they re-release it. And then life gets better in the future with money and we could just, buy whatever you want. But you know how the reality of life is. But anyway, go to see Tron Aries in a little while. So could do a little bit more. I'll show you a little bit what else we did today. Jonathan put together Oogie Boogie fantastically. Like his bottom base was broken off because he's so wide, right? And he has no integrity to him, just two poles, as you can see. So he snapped off the base, right? And then for since he snapped, because, you really can't get him again. If you do, you have to pay like $300 for him. I like that sound. Did that screw just come out? Hold on a second. Come with me. Walk this way. Because we just put a pole in this guy's butt, up his arse. And let's see if he came out. It sounds like it did. Let's see how good my senses are as the birds are fighting. Birds, don't fight. Okay, he didn't come out. So this is what Jonathan wanted to do today, which is a good move. You can see that. We put a pole right there. So it's got a third pole. It actually needs another one. And this is something that all of us haunters should do when we set up animatronics outside, because all the animatronics only have like 2 poles, and you really need to stick another pole up their arse, right? Like one pole right there, go to right there. It'll help, like we did with Pennywise. And we have to actually screw it back in because it's not screwed in. Like this one right here, right? This is what we did last year. It was such a big move, but the screw keeps popping out because we need like a certain machine, a certain zippy screw that's a metal screw, but it has to go through the entire pole. So I have to get a little bit of a length and then screw it through, and then that'll hold Pennywise so much better. All right, I gotta definitely put some rocks in that too down there. I'm not leaving the base just with tree stubs. Lawn stakes. For tonight and tomorrow, for now, probably just throw a sandbag there, and this way it doesn't get toppled over. All right. Coming along, man, coming along. And go to Lowe's if you want these two. It's hard to get them at Spirit, but you go to Lowe's. Lowe's has them now for a sick deal, man. 100-something bucks, maybe $123 each. Get them. They're definitely gets for any haunt. And if you couldn't get the Spirit Halloween ones, which are very hard to get and also pricey, they're in the 300 range. You get them from right now for $123, and they're just as good. They're not synced, but they're just as good. And then the eyeball of the one from Lowe's has the worm that comes out of it, so that's different. And I think we're gonna grab her just to have it. And before I go, I'm gonna probably do a little bit more reinforcing of everybody, a couple stakes before we put up this guy. But he's going up tonight, so he's out of the way. One more thing to do tonight, until when Jonathan gets his head together and he's okay from this little spill falling off the ladder. I told him too, just before he fell, I told him, Jonathan, I said, listen, make sure your shoes are tied, make sure you're balanced, make sure the dirt isn't too soft, and make sure the ladder is all the way down. And then I think the ladder was like this. I think one of the sides was up a little bit, and then it bent a little bit. But he's all right, I think. I'm gonna go check on him in a minute or two. I just wanted to give him some space so he doesn't get crowded. We did get this back. Our zombie, what's this guy called? The Fisherman in Rocking Chair. It's a zombie fisherman, right? This guy is awesome. This guy I really wanted when he first came out, and it cost my dad. So my dad was a fisherman, and he loved fishing. But Jonathan hates this guy. Don't ask me why. He hates him. And what I did with him the first year when we didn't do a walkthrough is I put the fisherman right here under the arches, right? So it was there the whole time. Some kid some kid would come every like other day, and I called this kid the most excited kid in the world because he was like jumping off the floor, so excited about every animatronic, right? And he goes in one video, he goes, it's a fish. He's like the way he expressed himself. This kid was so excited that I don't know what else could have made him more excited. That's how awesome this kid was. He had to be like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old, probably at that time the same age as Jax, right? And I called him, I said, you're the most excited kid in the world. And he would come back every day. All he would do was just look at every animatronic and point to him. He goes, what's that? What's that? Who's that? Awesomeness. Definitely awesomeness. Definitely a reason why we do this, because of all the reactions we get from all the kids and the neighbors and the family. And I'm pretty sure none of the neighbors, hate this. Especially they know that Jonathan is the one that's in charge. It's not just this crazy old man that does this because he has nothing better to do in his life. Because trust me, I have a lot of things to do. But I do like it, and I love it because of him. And that's that. So just so you know. And I gotta put the lights on upstairs. I didn't put none of the lights on yet. What did I plug the lights in? Do we have a power cut? No. All right, so anyway, Zombie Fisherman was dropped off today. That's gonna be, I just asked Jonathan too. I said, do you want to just give this to Bill, let him use it, and whatever, and then we'll exchange the other one, get whatever. And he was like, no, don't give it to Bill. I'm like, really? So what, you want this guy now? Interesting. All right. And we also got this guy, Sam's Club animated alien, the Admiral, 8.5 foot Admiral alien or General. Awesome. Can't wait to see what this guy looks like. He's just incredible looking. All right, let me just take you to Karen's garage. This is like my go-to whenever I need help and got to store things right away. Just gonna put the light on. Hellspawn, what's going on, man? Where's your other eye, bro? Someone popped you in the eye? Someone cracked you in the head. Your eye fell out. I think we bought this guy like that. I think he didn't have an eyeball, a frame, a little thing like that. So what we're gonna have to do is we have to pop that out so he has the same eyes. We'll see if we get to it. Here's the contamination kid. We have one more that's waiting to go to James, who are doing a trade for torture box woman and a couple other things. We just haven't had a chance to do it yet, but I guess we'll do it soon, hopefully. All right, so this whole garage was bombed with animatronics. We actually had more room back there, but I didn't even think to do this until last minute, and there was already stuff in here. When we had that forecast of the rain, the prediction of the 66 mile an hour winds, I just completely said, nope, there's no way, no chance. We are not gonna make it, so no. So we have to 100% store everything and drop down all the big boys. So we did. But anyway, so we're down to, I think, how many in here? 3, 4, 5, 6. And my cats, they love to come in here, and they gotta this one's gonna come in right now, right? Creamsicle. Hey, don't you spray in there. He's like a good cat, but he's also like an unfriendly cat, unless he wants food. Then he comes and bothers you, and then he tries to be friendly like he wants something. Like, yeah, you want something, don't you, buddy? Jonathan still wants to try to fix this guy. I don't know if he found the other pole yet, but we might find them as we continue to undo animatronics from storage. We still have to go down storage one strong more time if I can fit everything in the truck at that run, which I possibly could. But I'm gonna have to go back there anyway because we're gonna have so many boxes after that run. I want to take them back and store them. And then there's also a bunch of other things I really need to store. And I might ask Karen again if I could throw some stuff in here till after Halloween and see what I'm gonna do. But definitely want to get these out of here tonight. So let me get off the video. Let me get off this camera. But I just wanted to update where we're at and keep you guys posted. And then once we get everything set up tomorrow we're gonna do everything else. And then tomorrow I'm off work again. So after school tomorrow, and it's Friday, we're gonna be out the entire day and nonstop until everything is the way it's supposed to be. And there's no rain in the forecast until I think Monday. So we're gonna have a nice weekend. And I'm hoping and the goal is to have everybody plugged in by Saturday, because I don't think I'm working Saturday either. And that'll be cool. So Everybody, you know what? We know what we say, right? We say this. Always, always, always hunt hardcore. And don't ever give up. And we'll see you in the next video.